The one take is something that Lauren and I and Matt and everybody, we got together pretty early on in the process. And it was actually a very interesting writing process because it was something that we had to organically work through in the space. It was one of those kinds of things where we knew we had to depend on the set that we had available to us, which is our office. And it was a really, really interesting, give and take, because we would come up with some crazy idea and then we would have to figure out if it's even possible. It's a really interesting thing when you get into a writing process because you can come up with everything that you're thinking of that you want to teach and what you want to do, but when you actually get into the thinking about the actual production in the space, sometimes that can be the best place to actually get your ideas. And so that was a really neat thing that we did when we were working on the one take, is so much of it came from just our original thoughts about what we wanted to teach, and so much of it came from drawing from the actual space.
Checking the script, I keep flipping my lines. I'm talking about cinematography, so you'd think it would be like an easy thing for me to just like rattle off what cinematography is, but...
What was great is once we got on set, we would then be able to augment, and you make little details. Like there's this great expression that you're never done writing, and you're always writing the movie. You can sit down and write a script, then in pre-production, you're writing it again. And then when you're actually on set, you're writing it again. Then when you get in the edit room, you're writing again. It's all a kind of writing. You're just always working with different kinds of resources. I am really excited for the RocketJump Film School, specifically the writing track, because I actually feel like a lot of the popular ideas about how to teach screenwriting are actually not that great. But they really try to teach you an idea that there's a set way to write a screenplay. They say, oh, your hero should be doing this by page X. And that's really not the way to do it. Just because, screenplays do have commonalities doesn't mean those commonalities are the rule. Those are coming out of other things. And so there's a lot of practical application that, I've learned from being in this industry for over a decade now, that was stuff that was never taught to me in school that I would have loved to know. I think it's a really important part of understanding the affectation of what you're doing, because I could sit around and describe all the things that I think you need to know, but that's not really going to help you. I have to show you. And that's really, really an important part, and I think it's really going to be a big part of what comes across and makes RocketJump Film School different.